Alright, what is up, YouTube? We're doing more Spider-Man. This time it's standard. We are playing with Kavaero, Mind-Bitten. This is like, I don't know the name. It's one of the Spider-Man cards. But what it does is the important thing. It is a creature that comes into play as a copy of a creature in your graveyard. So, kind of like a Reanimate. It's a 4/4 instead of whatever the creature's stats are. But kind of like Reanimate, except for it checks for cards that say if cast. So we have Bringer of the Last Gift. It says when it enters, if you cast it, you get to do a living end effect. So you flip the board with the graveyard, blow up everything on the board, the graveyard comes back. So yeah, this is a pretty interesting sort of powerful combination of things, and we're borrowing a lot of the components of the Vivi Cauldron deck, just because like that deck is already really good at setting up the graveyard. Obviously, you want Vivi and then your Cauldron to get the Vivi out of the graveyard. So similar stuff going on here, except for this deck doesn't need Vivi. So if Vivi ends up getting banned, you can just take out the two Vivis. But Vivi is another card that works pretty well with this, where you end up with a 4-mana Vivi, except for your Vivi already has 4 power. So the turn I play the Vivi, I can immediately pay for itself. I can play a Proft, Steamcore Scholar, Winternight Stories, Flashback, whatever the hell I want. Which is really nice. It's a big deal. Like, if you have Profts in play, you can play this, make 4 mana, play Winternight Stories, harmonize it for 1 mana. That's 4 mana total, and then you get to put 6 counters on a creature. So, really powerful stuff. Have some Valgavoths as another reanimator type thing going on here. And another important note I want to make is how well Overlord works with this, where your Overlord actually finds your Zombify. So that's not something that's typically going to happen in Magic. It's very rare that reanimates are creatures. There's like Valgavoth's Faithful, for example, but this one is more powerful just because it's cheaper. And it also works with Bringer of the Last Gift. So, to round things out, we have Proft, Abrade. Trying out this is just like a beater that you can put Proft things on, and it has the flip side. So, just new card, trying a new card. But of course, Fear of Missing Out. Another card that's solid with this, just a 4/4. Fear of Missing Out isn't that big of a deal. Steamcore Scholar is another one, just 4/4 flying vigilance. So, even Emet-Selch, I don't know if this is actually better than Steamcore or Tersa, but since we have black in the deck, I figure I may as well try it. Mana base, hugely upgraded from Multiversal Passage. All 3 color decks are going to be a lot better because this thing exists. It buffs the verges. It makes your mana base just solid. You just get more different colored sources. That's a big deal. Sideboard, we have Duress, Torch, and Trajectory as removal. Negate, Abrades. Preacher, for if you think your opponent's going to mess up your graveyard, you can pivot to more mid-range. And then we've got some Revenants as extra life gain sources. So that is it for the deck. This one's really spicy, so it's a sweet one. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you want the list, it's in the description, and I will see you all in the games. All right, go first. Oof, what a hand. Well, let's try it. Why not? If I get a second discard outlet, I can do this. Otherwise, I can just play for this being a 4/4 Valgavoth. Alright, well, we just need a land. And I think we're kind of set up for success. Yeah, the Aunt May card is a pretty nice Mox Amber in here. Yeah, this looks sweet. This looks good. Genuinely. Atlas is cool too. Nice list. Not bad, not bad. I clicked both, no? I swear I hovered both, whatever, I guess lag. I don't know. There should be another one of these in my graveyard that's getting reanimated, but that's okay. Hopefully the Valgavoth is enough. speculate that it will be. Oh, I just drew another one. Okay, I didn't notice. My bad. I didn't see the animation of me drawing it, so it looked like it just didn't change. Alright, your turn. Not a bad first game for this deck, eh? What are we doing? Where's the hope? What are we leaning on? What's gonna get us out of this pony Sony? Spirit may be doomed for you. Alright, GG. I don't know if they're gonna have like ghost vacuums and stuff. I could try like Preacher. I guess Torch is maybe good against their deck. I can't tell what's going on. Like clearly they're a sacrifice deck. I'm not 100% sure beyond that. Like I don't know if Abrade even matters. Better Triumph's just a discard outlet, so maybe I can keep it. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Do this. I think maybe Valgavoth's not as good against their deck as I think it'll be, because they're gonna have so many cheap, like, random artifacts, sack fodder things. So maybe they'll just have, like, removal spell plus answer to Valgavoth. But if I have it early enough, it should be fine. Yep. That was a mistake. I like this because of the stats, but I forgot it just draws less cards, so I can brick on the land. The other thing I can do is I can just play this as a Vivi. And then make 4 mana the turn I play it. It's kind of cute. Heck bad. Like, they could have, what, double blocked? I get one, I take two. Yeah. So they're blocking lifelink. This doesn't trigger, though. I can't block here? I think I have another way to sack. I don't really have to block like that, whatever. They messed up. I don't know if it would have mattered, like... Depending if I draw untap land or not, my next turn is just like make this a Vivi, and then Profts of Valgavoth. Alright, GG. It's a pretty solid first match. Deck felt decent. Alright, opponent goes first. My hand is bad. Blue-black. Yeah, I think we just have to keep this and hope the Emet ends up being good. I guess we're gonna discard what? Yep. Thing's probably gonna get exploded, but figure out what I want to discard. So now that I know it's dead, I guess it's always just Bringer. I can cast the stupid VV. So what am I doing next turn? Probably, I guess Overlord first, and then figure it out. Did this like an idiot. I mean, this should have a counter on it. It doesn't. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Unless they have graveyard hate. Okay, this ends up just being better for me. Because my creature is dead and their thing's in play. So. I think it might be doomed for the opponent. Oh, they're blue. Oh. Oh. I spoke too soon. They have counterspell. That is the saddest thing that could ever happen. I just true up blue source. God. I just assumed they were mono black. Flip. Flip, flip. Hello. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is not bad. I guess I could have played this. Who wants to be big? All lands. You. We're not giving up. Okay, I respect it. 8 mana. Right, GG. Alright, we are against, I guess, blue-black mid-range with just, like, a very unfortunate draw. I don't know what else to think, other than they're just, like, bluffing a blue Verge, which I don't think is worth. What do I want against blue-black mid-range? Torch? Okay. Maybe it's not that good, though. Like, Cecil, Storm Tamer. Curiosity, I do get... Like, I'm not terrible at bargaining for Curiosity. Like, Abrade does much anyway. Just more expensive Torch. So post-board, they're gonna have more counters. But does that mean I want Duress? I think I just want to, like... I'm just gonna try to play through counters, basically. I could try to have more removal to account for counters. And the way that this is built, like... You can just take out your fatties. This card's still good with Vivi. Like Fear and whatnot. Black Overlord. And even if they have, like, exactly Black Leyline or whatever, it's still a 4/4 for 4 instead of, like, a Zombify. Just gonna try extra 1 mana removal. And then just gonna, like, try to mid-range them. Force them to tap out, and then maybe I get to do the graveyard thingy again. Not a great hand. Yeah, I mean, this is another card that's, like, an example of why these things suck. I'd rather just have a Braid here, actually, funnily enough. And if they played a Cecil, too, like, I probably misboarded. I don't know. It's hard. It's like, this is bad against Flash stuff. There's the Cecil, too. God, what a joke. Well... My hand is so bad. There's 2 shocks against X3s, and then 2 fatties, and a Vivi. Alright, it's dead. Alright. I mean, there are definitely spots where this will be better. I don't know. We just have Duresses. We could have Preachers. It's not like Preachers get against 2 mana removal. I even took out some fatties. We just drew all of them. Yeah, I have no idea what card I want here. I'm just gonna have 4 Braid. Or, yeah, whatever. I'm on the play, so, like, the fact that it's more expensive on mana, it's not as big of a deal. I can just, like, kill a Cecil and life will go on. It's still I don't know. Still can be a useful card against Enduring Curiosity. Alright, so mulligan again. This hand's fine. I don't know how yeah, we'll see. So we're gonna get rid of the Vivi. Then I need to figure out what the hell I want to do. Should have played this tap as a mountain. It doesn't really matter. I need to figure out what I want to do with my turn. It's like a bad game, but I don't want to take two, so. Yeah, I mean. Please play the card game. Perhaps may I play the card game? And never that. Never that. Like that resolve. Well, that's lethal. Unlucky. It's not like we were ever gonna draw land anyway, right? Alright, GG's. Alright, mold to 5. Do I want to Profts into Emmet, or do I probably want to just go like, yeah. I just want this to hit the living end stuff, and then this to hit a 4th land, and then everyone's gonna be happy. We're gonna win. We're gonna win with 5 cards easily. Nah, I mean, I took 2, but this is better, I think. I think I'd rather try to spike, because I have the land, so like this is just gonna happen either way. That's kind of scary, because this can beat a Valgavoth. Shit. Whatever. Maybe we can beat him up in the air and then block with these black overlords. Yeah, I mean, this, and from this spot, this is much worse than a Zombify, right? If I just had a 9/9 here, I think they would be dead. These can block, right? I'm just actually gonna block it. There you go. Yeah, we're just dead. Maybe we can get the living end thingy. 3rd Valgavoth. I'm just gonna die next turn, right? +2, 8, 16, 17, tap. So it's 19 if they have a 1-mana artifact plus this. This start was kind of foul though, right? They're really good with synthesizer. Yeah, why not? Okay. Okay. Three film counters. Pay 2. Remove film counter. Copy activated trigger you control. So, does that ever matter? Take chainsaw or the redraw? I take the redraw. A good turn. Not bad. Guess I could have. Yeah, I probably should have grown one of those. Well, we're doing Negate, so I don't think it matters. Alright, here we go. Okay, that was cool. We did the Vivi thing. Yeah, it seems like we have a lot of sideboard cards for them. Like, you know, they can still just brute force through them, but 4 Abrades, Duresses, Negates, all that stuff should be decent against this matchup. Yeah, our deck's a bit clunky. This hand's kind of weird. I think I'm gonna keep, but yeah, Jewel is terrifying. Makes it less terrifying. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah. The big punt. That was really bad. My bad. Just, I guess change the folks to 4. He's gonna get it too. Yeah, my bad. Whatever, I'm tired. Sorry. Chainsaw? Am I fine with getting chainsawed? I guess they're gonna cast a chainsaw. No, let's like, I don't know. This, whatever. I don't care. Not playing well. Should I discard 2 cards ever? No, we're just gonna grind, I think. I messed this game up, but hopefully their next turn isn't too bad. We'll just abrade this and go from there. And then I need to, like, make it so this doesn't die to a chainsaw or whatever. But now I have red mana, so it's a big deal. This land is, like... Guardian Town and Multiversal Passage are just some of the best, like... I don't know what to call them, just 5-color lands. It's incredibly good. This is gonna pop this. This will pop. But that's fine now. Yeah, I don't think I played this game the best, but might be okay. No synthesizer yet. The Bay got dealt with. Stroke's not particularly scary from the spot. You would have a Winternight Story in the bank. I made a mistake. I can do, yeah, whoops. I'm in -1. I don't know if it's gonna make a big difference, but. So they're double chainsawing these, or double chainsawing this. Yep. Fortunately, my opponents have not been that. Well, that's good. Can we double it? Activated or triggered ability. Okay, so. Always gets tapped. And this gets tapped. This attacks. So I guess this probably wants the counters. 3. No, maybe that. Yeah. Fine, whatever. So tap, activate, tap, tap. I guess they can wait till my Profts result. So I always Profts here. And then I tap these two. It's gonna be +6, and then I just have negate. I can keep doing this though. It's kind of annoying, but I have all these fears that I guess it doesn't make a difference. I think since I have negate and fear, they're just screwed. I'm gonna counter the chainsaw for the double, and then these will just keep stopping stuff. Did they mess up? Oh, they have a chainsaw. I'd rather go to text. It's a cast. Okay, well, not an Aether Vial. So they're dead. Nice. Alright, GG's. Well, that was the fastest game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.